Baton Rouge, Louisiana is under scrutiny because of lawsuits that claim officers tortured detainees in an off-site warehouse. NBC News Now correspondent Stephen Romo has more on the disturbing allegations.
Shocking allegations about an unmarked police facility in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, coming to light in a new federal lawsuit.
Detainees are essentially kidnapped, taken, interrogated, frequently beaten, and strip searched.
Now, one of the officers involved, Troy Lawrence Jr., has resigned and is charged with small battery in connection to a different incident. Local leaders disturbed by the revelations.
I made the immediate decision to permanently close the facility.
47-year-old Ternell Brown is suing the Baton Rouge Police Department, saying she endured sexual humiliation while in custody in June. Brown says in the complaint she was stopped while carrying 2 types of her own prescription pills and taken to an off-site warehouse referred to as the Brave Cave by the Baton Rouge Area Violence Elimination Unit, or Brave Team. There, she says she underwent an invasive 2-hour strip search with a flashlight and was released with no charges.
That facility has been around 19 years. Facility is called the Narcotics Processing Center.
Were you aware that it was used for strip searches?
No, the strip search, I was not aware of that.
It's not just the existence of this facility that's under scrutiny. The department's broad stop and strip policy is also being questioned. It allows officers to strip search civilians without arresting them.
Do you think that might need to change the strip search policy?
Absolutely.
The chief says the department policy is reviewed yearly, but the strip search policy hasn't been revised since 2016, and that's despite a complaint 3 years ago.
What I'm getting arrested for?
You being detained.
How? For what?
Because I said so.
But you ain't tell me when you put me in that police car.
Last month, BRPD hit with yet another lawsuit. This time, 22-year-old Jeremy Lee says he was beaten at the off-site facility and left with a fractured rib, among other injuries. According to the Baton Rouge police chief, it was Lee's complaint to the department in July that led him to disband the Brave unit. Lawrence Jr., a member of the unit and an officer named in both lawsuits, was involved in at least 4 other lawsuits alleging assault that have either been dismissed or settled. The police department is conducting its own internal affairs and criminal investigations, as well as asking the FBI to get involved.
Do you know of any other cases that could be in the works regarding the Brave Cave?
We do. There will be more.
Stephen Romo, NBC News.
Come here. Excuse me, ma'am. Do me a favor, put your hands on that car right quick.
What?
Stop.
About to look,
Stop.
What you talking about?
Put your hands on the car right quick, bro.
Don't move, bro. Stop. What I'm saying, what I did? Don't fucking move. I ain't your fucking ass.
Hey, bro, put your fucking hands on the car. Put your fucking hands on the car.
Put your hands on the car. But you do the fucking move. Stop. Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Fuck you again! Hey, bro, get on the fucking ground! Let me search his pockets. I got one. What's the fight? What's the other one? He's going in his pocket. He got a gun. Gun. Hey, bro. You fucking move, I swear to God. Fuck, he's going for the gun. Get on the ground.
1619, shots fired, shots fired.
You copy shots fired, no false. We want to do no false.
1619, both officers okay, suspect down. I need an EMS code 3. Hey! Hold on, y'all stop! Everybody stop!
Officer Fairfield.
Stupid motherfuckers.
you might as well. Y'all just hang tight, okay?
Where's the gun, Howie?
It's in my car. I got it.
Let us turn my car off. I'll come back for it.
I'm gonna turn it off. It's unlocked.
10-4.
No, it's gotta stay right here. Let me get some gloves, boy. It's code 4.
Is that gun secure, Howie?
Just, hey, secure them, get them fucking detained, because they were out here when it happened.
Can y'all start roping some of this shit off?
I mean, I don't want to handcuff the dude.
Fuck it, just let him be. Fuck it. Stupid ass motherfucker.
Hey, yeah, it's in my car. Detain them. I understand that, but you're not under arrest. You were out here, you witnessed everything, so we're gonna detain you right quick, okay?
Damn, man.
10-4.
Come here, bro. Put him in your car.
He's not 15.
16, 19. 10-4.
Hear anything over here?
Well, the units involved in the shooting.
Yeah, we need tape. We need to secure this whole motherfucker.
Are we looking for anything over here?
No, he had the gun. Stupid fucking idiot. What?
Hey, y'all got anybody? Hey, y'all got anybody?
What?
Did you shot your back, bro?
No, I didn't.
Who did?
Get
him somewhere. Get him in the car.
Huh?
Yeah. Walk over to my car, bro. Get on the street. 1198. Yeah, bro.
Canine 445 second district. We don't need no more units.
Do not grab what I said. Don't grab on her. Do not grab what I said. They shoot.
Some officers are accused of humiliating and even beating detainees at a warehouse. Several lawsuits have been filed. Senior national correspondent Steve Osunsami has the story. Good morning, Steve.
Good morning to you, Michael. Some of the people who were held and who were allegedly abused in this interrogation warehouse weren't even charged with anything in the moments leading up to the point where they were detained. The FBI is now investigating whether police abused their power.
State your name, first and last name. Jeremy Lee.
Federal investigators are asking anyone in Baton Rouge who's ever been held by local police and brought to this large white warehouse to call them.
All right, well, that's what I'm wondering, bro. I'm gonna keep you out of this cold, bro.
Officers from a street unit this morning are accused in a federal lawsuit of sweeping police brutality and are seen in these newly released body camera videos plaintiffs say were recorded before and during their interrogations. Authorities were forced to close the facility, nicknamed the Brave Cave, last month after the reports of police abuse, including a complaint from a 47-year-old woman who says she was sexually humiliated for over 2 hours in this same room in June and then let go.
I know I'm gonna get the pills back because I got prescriptions.
No, I don't know about that. What happened there is unconscionable. She was then strip searched. There was also a visual body cavity search that was performed upon her.
In a federal lawsuit, lawyers for 22-year-old Jeremy Lee say that after this video was recorded, the police officers turned off their body cameras and then beat him so badly that the local jail refused to admit him until he was treated by a nearby hospital. There he was treated for broken bones and other injuries.
You didn't tell me my rights or nothing.
I don't have to. I didn't ask you nothing self-incriminating.
It doesn't look like anything that you would associate with normal policing process. I mean, it looks like something out of a mob film.
Police brass have now shut down the street crime unit, and the officers have been moved to different beats. This same officer who resigned has been accused in a number of other cases where police say that he actually showed excessive force. Baton Rouge police are calling these cases troubling and say they are working with the FBI and expect more people to come forward.
Certainly are troubling. Okay, Steve, thanks very much.
I'm sorry, Mayor President, but I'm going to speak my heart on this one.
Tonight, the Baton Rouge police chief surprising just about everyone, calling council members out by name.
And some of y'all the problem, Jen Rocker. You sit there, defund the police departments.
What's got him this upset?
I've been quiet, but I'm not going to be quiet no more. Where were you when they called my kids gangbangers?
We'll have some late reaction tonight from the council members who got pointed at and yelled at.
When they went to Texas, to the camp, they called me a nigga because I was trying to bring reform in this police department. Where were you then?
9 News at 10 starts with breaking news.
Well, and that breaking news tonight, the fallout from the chief's comments there. Good evening to you, friends. I'm Greg Merriweather here with Elizabeth Val. Tonight, the Baton Rouge City leaders, the Metro Council, met to talk about the Brave Cave. That's that infamous warehouse where the WFBI team first told you about in a series of reports that basically revealed allegations of abuse at the hands of some Baton Rouge police officers.
During that meeting, though, Baton Rouge Police Chief Murphy Paul sounded off and leveled some accusations of his own against a couple of council members by name. Perry Robinson is here with this. Perry.
Hey guys, it was an emotional speech from the chief who seemed fed up by comments from some of the council members tonight.
An emotional and explosive meeting between the Metro Council and BRPD Chief Murphy Paul.
I'm sorry, Mayor President, but I'm going to speak my heart on this one.
The meeting was centered around the investigation, around the alleged misconduct and interrogations inside the so-called Brave Cave. Councilwoman Jen Rocker claimed she and others heard about the allegations months before, which led to Councilman Aaron Moak to ask the chief to recuse himself from the investigation. That's when Paul went to the mic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 resigned under investigation. And then there's appeals. And you know what you do? You strip my funding. Y'all sitting here trying to deal off these people's emotions, and some of y'all the problem. Jen Rocker, you sit there, defund the police department's budget from a legal standpoint, and then come here because I don't have legal representation and I got to play lawyer to fight these bad actors. Let's talk facts.
Paul expressed his frustrations with the council and even accused leadership of having backdoor meetings to try to get him removed as chief.
Where were you, Mocha? When they went to Texas, to the camp, they called me a because I was trying to bring reform in this police department. Where were you then, speaking up for them? Don't sit here and play like you don't know about this group of body that's trying to force the mayor to sit there and fire me for lies and say I only discipline white folks, which is a lie.
Councilwoman Jen Rocker spoke to us after the meeting and called the comments unacceptable.
I'm not quite certain still what that tirade was about other than deflecting from the current issue at hand.
Her and Moak denied the chief's claims that they tried to get him fired and said his comments had nothing to do with what they were trying to accomplish at the meeting.
I've never asked to have the chief removed at all. I will state that, and I didn't ask for him to be removed tonight or suspended. I asked for him to pull himself out of the investigation and let the FBI or whoever else they've contacted do their job.
Councilwoman Shauna Banks defended the chief in his words.
What we saw is a buildup of probably 5 years of the chief having been facing a lot of difficulties.
Rocker still believes the chief's comments were out of line.
From a police chief that practices or has preached de-escalation, that was very unfortunate to see in a public setting. But more importantly, I don't know how any of those comments related to what we were discussing tonight.
Well, this meeting came on the heels of news that one of the department's deputy chiefs with ties to the Brave Cave, Troy Lawrence Sr., was placed on administrative leave. His son, Troy Lawrence Jr., resigned from BRPD amid an investigation into allegations of abuse. And you can catch up on all our reports since the WAFB I-Team first broke the story on the Brave Cave right now on WAFB Plus or the WAFB YouTube page.
Yo, what's good, people? We back. Had to come through, man. Had to come through. You know, because we've been talking about the police and their egregious actions for a while now. For a while, we've been talking about the police because it just don't stop. It don't stop. We know about their origins. We know their origins and where they came from. The police started. The very first police ever was slave catchers. And they didn't just catch the slave, they terrorized them and brutalized them too. So that's why police brutality and police go hand in hand, right? But when we talking about now, right? I see this report today about the Brave Cave. The Brave Cave in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And let me just say, Louisiana, period. Louisiana, I mean, the whole state. The police down there is just on another level of Jim Crow shit. You know, like they're on another level of Jim Crow shit. Like their level of police brutality is like, would be considered, I don't know, they probably would actually file charges against police for what they did, what they do to people in other states. But in Louisiana, I don't know, that badge means something else, you know? But Baton Rouge specifically, we've been hearing about Baton Rouge police specifically for a while. Boosie had to go to death row just cause of Baton Rouge police. All right, if you remember that DVD, or DVD he did right before he went to prison, and you saw the police following him, but you know, when you're just watching it, right, as a fan, you would probably be thinking, oh man, this is just the rapper, or it's only happened to him. No. This is all over Baton Rouge. Baton Rouge, you know, well, Louisiana, first of all, you know, we know about the origins of Louisiana. Louisiana was a gift to America from France, you know, or was that the stat? Oh yeah, basically, you know, it wasn't a gift because they bought it, but you know, it wasn't originally a part of the 13 colonies. So you know, the rules are different. The slaves in Louisiana were free before they were free in the rest of the country. I believe they were free since 1798. If I'm wrong, correct me, please. But so they got a head start, right? But then also we know the most vicious slave owners of all times come from Louisiana. Like this old white lady, when she used to do some real gruesome shit to the slaves down there. But you can see how it just goes from generation to generation, because this report here, everything that they said in this report today, they've been saying for at least 10 years now in the media. I mean, like, so that we know, right? Because the Brave Cave, where they say other people were being held, you know, people were being held and interrogated like on some mob shit, sat on a chair, you know what I'm saying? They sat in a chair, freezing cold. We already know every police facility is like freezing cold. So they sit them in there on a fold-up chair in front of the body camera, you know, when they actually trying to get some official work done or get a confession, because in this report, you know, they turned the body cameras off and then beat dude down. You know what I'm saying? And they beat dude down in this Brave Cave. And then they also say this 47-year-old lady said she got sexually humiliated for 2 hours straight, you know, strip searched. You know, we already know they play whatever officers, but that's the thing of the police. We gotta remember that's a police tactic. Sexual shit, anything sexual, you know, because the police are maggots, and when you seek power and you know you really don't have the power, but you're seeking it, one thing the whole world, everybody in this world, what they do, they cover their private parts, right? So police, what they do, they play with your private parts to humiliate you, You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They play with your body parts in your offices so that they can humiliate you. I'm speaking on all the research that I've done over the years. You know, we could bring up other names. We could bring up, remember when Kodak Black was in prison and then the report comes out about flicking genitals? What does that mean? That's why police did that. That can only happen in the police when you're in custody. You get what I'm saying? And when Boosie, I mean not Boosie, but this lady, what's it called, gets held in a you know, basically a dorm, a warehouse or whatever, and gets sexually humiliated. But that was in Chicago, where I thought, where they broke in on a lady. She was taking a shower and searched her house while she was naked, and we all saw that. That was in Chicago, but it's the police. You know, Chicago is egregious too. But you know, this don't surprise me at all, because when Alton Sterling got killed, remember Alton Sterling? They killed Alton Sterling, one of the most egregious police killings I ever seen. I put it at the beginning of the video so that you can see it. Like, this wasn't just a regular police camera, because you know usually the police, you know, they do the unmanly tactics, and they kill from, like, you know, long distances. You know, they shoot innocent people from long distances and shit like that. Don't even know the person dead till they walk up there and you know, shake his body. But this Alton Sterling killing was wild. You know, Alton Sterling, I remember Alton Sterling so vividly, because on that same day, the maggot, the little chump who killed Bankroll Fresh, was, like, you know, gave a detailed story about how he killed Bankroll Fresh, smiling and shit. You know, so on that same day, the story of Alton Sterling came out, and you see the video, but what happened after that was they took years and years and years, they played it with the case, and then they chose to not even charge those cops. You see the video. You're telling me these cops don't deserve to be charged? You kill somebody at point blank range, you kneel on his chest and shoot him in the chest. You kneel on his stomach and shoot him in the chest, and you don't get, that's police work? No, that's not police work. But Baton Rouge chose not to charge these cops. And that right there is egregious. But what happened with the protest afterwards, right? With them priests, and I put up another video of them protesting after the you know, the cops get off with not charging, you know, not being charged. You see that? Look what they did to the protesters, to the innocent protesters. The First Amendment says you can peacefully protest. But not in Baton Rouge, because the cops right here, they body slammed a kid and his moms. They body slammed the kid. I mean, not the kid, because he wasn't a kid. They body slammed the child and his moms. I say child because he was with his mom, but he was a grown man. So they body slammed him, tased him, paralyzed him, handcuffed him. Who knows what the damage they did to his spine, because I just see the knee they put all in his back and stuff. And then they did the same thing to the moms. So I'm like, yo, Baton Rouge, and this is after they didn't charge the cops with killing Alton Sterling. And then we get a report about a Brave Cave where they do a mob style type police interrogation videos. You know, like, we can just go through all the body cam footage that we got on Baton Rouge police and just see how nasty they are. You know, because that's what we're gonna do and continue. Because I see the police now feel very special. I don't know what happened, but they seem to have an extra type of pep in their step. You know what I'm saying? They got a new pep in their step, the way that they treating people now. And this is let me like, this is clarification, right? When rappers say, not even just rappers, at these protests, when they be like, fuck the police, right? Nobody is talking about the beat walkers who first of all, wear a uniform, let it be known that they're police, and do their job. And that because the police job, most of the time, like 95% of the time, it should be helping people. So that's why I gotta clarify that, because clarify what they mean by fuck the police, because we're not gonna take the statement back, no, but we're gonna clarify what they mean, so that we know that there's good cops and bad cops, right? But there are no good cops when there are bad cops. So when we say that, I'm just saying that to let it be known. We're not talking about the ones that be helping people, because it's the same thing with black people. If somebody, if a racist said, "Oh, I hate all black people," oh, do you mean the black people like the judge? You know what I'm saying? That's about to judge you, or do you mean like the people that have smoked crack and became junkies and stuff like that? But those are two different types. I'm not saying that it's okay to hate either one of them. I'm just saying that you got to make it clear about what you're talking about, right? So when we say fuck the police, we talking about like the dude that killed Alton Sterling, Derek Caucus, killing George Floyd, and because they also these are also kind of like folklore heroes. They also kind of get a name now, you know what I'm saying? And in their little circle and what they do, and so that's what they mean by fuck the police, not you guys who help people. Keep doing your job. Eventually, one day, we aim to make it so that all police are like you, because with that way, that makes the world go better. Because in Baton Rouge, also, what they're trying to do, right? You gotta pay attention to what they're trying to do. What they're trying to do is, if you remember a few years ago, Gavin Long was a former Marine. He was a former Marine, right? And he killed 3 cops in Baton Rouge. He put on the ski mask, had a rifle, had a stick in the car, and found 3 cops and killed them. Now, we're not going to say that he's right for doing that. No, we're not going to say that. But at the same time, in a place like Baton Rouge, where it's a daily thing of police brutality, of the police just doing damage to black people, not even young black men, just black people, period. You know what I'm saying? Doing all type of damage, fake evidence, false charges, brutality, all of that shit, all in one, right? When they're doing that, and then there's somebody who went to the Marines, who ain't no telling what happened to him over there. And you know what I'm saying? Ain't no telling. A bunch of near-death experiences. So that can traumatize you, give you PTSD, right? So he's from Baton Rouge, and he goes off and he kills 3 cops. Now, what they're going to try and do is try to use that instance as an excuse to brutalize black people. Like, oh, it's okay for us to do this to you because of Gavin Long. Like, no. He did that to you because of what you do to us. You get what I'm saying? It's not a chicken or the egg thing. No, you did it first, and what he did was a reaction. You get what I'm saying? So it's not us really trying to excuse his actions or anything like that. Same thing with Micah Johnson when he killed those cops in Dallas and everything. Like, no, we're not gonna say Micah Johnson's a hero. Like, black people are different. Like, we're not like y'all. You know what I'm saying? We're not like them, I should say. Where we basically give people credit for killing the opposite races. No, but what we do is you say you mess with them, you push them to that point. Remember when Grandmaster Flash said, "Don't push me because I'm close to the edge." That's a black man thing. That's the black man every day. You know what I'm saying? Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. And what the police do, especially in Baton Rouge, they push you over the edge. They push you way over the edge. You get what I'm saying? So they're not gonna be able to use Gavin Long as an excuse for what they did, because what he did was a reaction to them. And we hate that, maybe some innocent people got killed and everything like that, but we're black and we have a whole lineage of innocent people being killed. So we're just not about to we're just not about to let them do that. Gavin Long did what he did. That was an instance, an anomaly. Black people don't do that all the time, and it's not a black action, But it has been proven, and as we can see, it has been proven that these white terrorists, when they be shooting up schools and shooting up grocery stores and shooting up Dollar Generals, that's the thing that's the action of theirs. That's the action of theirs. We could put that on them. And we could be fully not we can not be racist by thinking that that's you have the the propensity to commit a mass shooting. You know what I'm saying? We're not racist for thinking that. You are racist for thinking a black person can pull off a mass shooting, because we don't do that. But what's going on in Baton Rouge is horrible and nasty, and they call on the FBI. They shouldn't get the FBI involved, though. I wish the FBI got involved during that Austin Sterling killing to set that straight, because I knew something was going to happen. I saw a report that said that during the Austin Sterling protest, they pulled out the cops down there, the Baton Rouge police is like on some little military shit, where they pulled out this weapon on the protesters. It's called active resistance, but basically it's a sonic weapon. So you don't see no blades and no bullets and no fire, none of that shit. It's just sonic waves that they can put out and cripple a whole crowd. Anybody that walks through that, they're going to get crippled. You see that video in the beginning also. That's what the Baton Rouge police did to the protesters of Austin Sterling. So when you won't even charge the cops and then pull out a military weapon on the protesters who protest, you're not even charging the cops for killing innocent people. They're moving on some white power shit, straight up. And rest in peace, Kawan Bobby Charles. Kawan Bobby Charles, they just don't care. That was a straight up Emmett Till action. I'm still waiting on the Kawan Bobby Charles update. We're still waiting on that. But I'm gonna go and get out of here, man, because and I'm gonna come back again with more updates on this Baton Rouge police situation, because they need to be checked out. They need to be shut down. A lot of people need to be fired and replaced, and we're gonna keep you updated on that, man. I'm gonna go and get out of here, man. I'm out.
Was Gavin Long seemed to take a change. He divorced his wife. He began posting online. He had joined what many believe to be radical African American or black nationalist groups. He officially changed his name last year from Gavin Long to Cosmos Sentapenra, and then under two different websites began posting very, you might say, inciting kind of comments talking about the need to stop protesting and take action. We're going to show you one of those YouTube videos that was recorded after the police killings that have raised so much concern in the United States, and this is what this person under the name Cosmo was posting on his YouTubes.
No words. He can't understand words, I promise you. He doesn't understand protests. If y'all want to keep protesting, do that. But for the serious ones, the real ones, the alpha ones, we know what it's going to take. It's only fighting back or money. That's all they care about. Revenue and